Hello, currently I'm sat in front of Jones Organ. This museum's not obsolete. It's the organ that I featured in a heck of a lot of videos over the last couple of years about fixing it up and getting it going and setting it up for people to come and play on at this museum. Is not obsolete. And it's in a room that's gradually got larger and larger. There's all of the Stockdale stuff over there as well, and there's a few videos coming up, including in wiring in a Compton organ console to control the whole shebang, including the Compton organ that's over there. But that'll be coming along. But enough about that. I'm sitting here because I wanted to introduce a much more extensive musical museum that is in the UK, in London. It is the Musical Museum. I visited there a few weeks ago to play on the Korg PS3300 because the Korg gallery is now in the Musical Museum. So if you want to see that video, the link is below. But likewise, if you want to see the Korg gallery, then go to the Musical Museum. You can literally go there. The link is also below. But whilst I was there, I figured I should chat to Simon about what else is at the Musical Museum. What are the best bits? Oh no, show us some things that, what shall I say? Show us some cool stuff there.
Show some cool stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a Mills Violano Virtuoso. They were so proud of this thing that they designated it one of the 8 greatest inventions of the decade in America. It is a self-playing violin and piano, coin operated. Have a listen. We'll be here all afternoon otherwise.
Oh, yeah, that's a big old roll. That's incredible.
So that was a commercial instrument. This was something designed to go into the home. This is by appointment to Her Majesty the Queen, Queen Victoria. It is one of the largest orchestrions that you could buy, and like the whole of the rest of our collection, it's still in playing condition.
Absolutely amazing.
It takes cartridges of paper music, so you could load on your favourite tunes and entertain the people waltzing around your palace.
That's amazing, and there's a few sitting there. Is that?
Yeah,
spares?
that's part of the museum's collection of about 20,000 rolls.
20,000?
Yeah, it's one of the largest collections in Europe.
Amazing.
Everything from big cardboard rolls that would go into an orchestrion like that to a reproducing roll that would be loaded onto an instrument like this. This is a Grotrian Steinweg, not Steinway.
Yeah.
This is his brother, who stayed behind in Europe to sell pianos to Russian royalty, and they would contract with famous pianists like Gershwin, Rachmaninoff, Paderewski, and they would play their most popular compositions of the day, and then you could load those paper rolls onto an instrument like this, and it would be as if the pianist was sat in front of the instrument playing for you. And for some of those rolls, there are no sound recordings of those pianists playing those rolls in those arrangements. The only way you can hear it is to come to somewhere like the Musical Museum, put on a paper roll, and here, in this case, Liberace having a bit of fun with a kid's nursery rhyme.
Oh.
And you can see that paper music, which is just punched holes on paper, it looks a bit like a MIDI track. If you load it into Ableton, you see all the musical notes running up and down. That's exactly what paper music is, but it's technology that's a century older. and I was watching your channel a few months ago, and I happened to see you working on a pipe organ.
Yes.
And behind this wall we have a pipe chamber with about 700 organ pipes. This is an Aeolian residence pipe organ. Again, this would have been designed to go into somebody's house, and it's operated from this console. But mentioning the 20,000 rolls we've got in the collection, some of them really rare. How do you demonstrate really rare paper, fragile music to the public? Well, stick a MIDI interface in it, and that's what I did. So when I was working on restoring this organ a few years ago, I equipped it with a MIDI interface so that we could replay some of the rarest rolls from the collection still through the original instrument. No synthesizers, just the computer taking the place of the paper roll.
Oh, so is this like a jukebox now?
Yep.
A jukebox setup.
That's exactly what it can do. So we can fire up the blower.
Hiding in there. We can hear the whir. Oh wow.
Turn on some stops, and hear the Yankee March. There we go.
That's amazing. Can I put my head in?
Yeah, just watch your head.
Yeah. Whee. Incredible. So, wow, the amount of ranks in the belly of the beast. Wow, it keeps on going. How many ranks are there?
It's 11 ranks.
That's amazing.
Plus the Aeolian harp that you heard, there's tower chimes and a percussion section as well.
Try not to touch.
And there's room for a whole other chamber next door.
Is there? Oh, is the I see the chamber over there is not currently in use. There's
pipe chest is there, but the ranks of pipes are still in boxes waiting for us to assemble it.
Oh, well, it's part of the process. Oh, amazing. Gosh knows, yeah, that is quite, wow, incredible. Anyway.
Right, if you keep going that way.
I've got to go this way.
Round to the right.
Is that a step on a ball? No. Oh, yep.
And if you have a look in that little corner over there, just round to your right, that's the little MIDI interface. So that was what was doing all of the driving of the pipe solenoids. So all the chest magnets are driven by that little output card.
Yeah, that's
so there's one
handy.
for each manual. There's two manual instruments.
That's quite very compact.
It's a neat little thing, isn't it?
That's amazing. And then we're back out of the belly of the beast and in here. I couldn't help when I saw that, noticing this quite novel addition for a piano roll player.
So this is a pianola. So when people think about pianolas, they often think about upright player pianos like this that have got the two pedals that when you sit in front of them and pedal away, it plays the piano roll music. People know about those, but fewer people know about these things. These are called pianolas, but they're also called push-ups because you would push it up to your piano, could be any piano you liked, but one of these would play that piano for you. You've got all the little fingers over the back, it's reading the paper roll through the tracker bar, bit of suction, put it in reverse.
I'm assuming that is a very similar mechanism in this because it looks like the same form factor as that.
Yeah.
That.
So paper roll passes over the tracker bar. You're trying to create suction when you're pedalling away. You're trying to draw air through all the 88 holes here. When there's a hole in the paper that lines up with a hole in the tracker bar, you get suction through a tube. And you can use that suction to do all sorts of things, from driving a piano hammer mechanism to closing electrical contacts to create the signals for the organ. How the story continues.
Keeps on going. Simon showed us around the rest of the museum. There's a lot going on and it's for you to go and find out if you go and visit. But let's go straight up to the music hall upstairs and check out the massive Wurlitzer organ.
So now we're in the museum's concert hall. We've got about 250 seats, some of them cinema seats up there, because we have silent films here. accompanied by the mighty Wurlitzer theatre organ. This is a real pipe organ. It's got about 1,000 organ pipes back there, all sorts of special effects. And to demonstrate it, we're very lucky to have our resident organist, Richard Hills. Richard, are you lurking back there?
Okay, pretend you didn't see the Wurlitzer console. Let's make the entrance a little bit more grand, shall we?
That was perfectly timed. Amazing. Oh, thank you very much for that. That was incredible.
Yeah, it's almost like he's done it before. So all the pipes are in 2 chambers back there. There's almost 1,000 ranging from 16 feet long to pipes that are just over an inch tall. And let's go and have a look.
Oh, cool.
So this is one of 2 pipe chambers. This is the main chamber. All of the pipes here are on quite high wind pressure, so 12, 15 inches of wind.
Yeah. Oh, you're going in there.
We've got the original blueprints from the theatre when it was installed.
What theatre was this installed at?
The Regal Cinema at Kingston on Thames. So it opened its doors in 1933 to an audience of about 2,500 people. It's electro-pneumatic, so the pipes are all air pressure, and then there's electromagnets, solenoids underneath each pipe that get an electrical signal to tell it when to shoot air through the pipe and make it sound. The same with all of the instruments. So we've got our little toy counter here.
Amazing.
I was kind of hoping he'd realise that we were in the chambers and not on
that's
to play.
awesome. That's awesome. So Richard's playing right now whilst we're in here.
I really hope he doesn't, because it's going to be very loud.
Oh, that's awesome.
In fact, I might just sound the siren to tell them that we're here. Our big trumpet pipes, which are the brass ones here, saxophone rank, and we've got some of our tubas, which are the big pipes that are coiled up right the way down the side there. The pipes are so long they have to be coiled round in order to fit even in this quite large room. Some of our big tibia flute type pipes in here as well.
Yeah.
If you stand on that, I'm going to get rid of that curtain and then you'll be able to look into the auditorium through
Amazing.
here.
Right. So we're looking through the swell right now, and as you can see, there's the Wurlitzer console down there, and we're in the pipe room right here. Amazing.
Thank you.
That was cool.
Right.
Oh, that's so cool.
Let's go back this way.
It's like being inside of a living creature, because sometimes when Richard is actually playing the notes, you're inside the instrument. He's playing it now. Amazing. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
There's plenty more to see and do at the Musical Museum, including the Korg Gallery. There's information if you want to go and see it below. It is in South London. Let me know if there are any other museums you'd like me to cover in these videos. Of course, I've covered This Museum's Not Obsolete quite a lot, but are there any others in the UK that you'd like me to check out? I've got a couple of Patreon live streams coming up this week. There's links below and information on that. And yeah, I'm Look Mum No Computer. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and have a lovely time. See you later.